So I hear that there's this new movie about an unstoppable train, speeding along the tracks, unstoppably, carrying all this toxic and deadly cargo, moving through populated areas, posing an unstoppable threat to all the innocent lives involved. I think it's called The Train That Couldn't Slow Down. I review movie previews. What's up, good movie lovers, and welcome to a preview review for Unstoppable. The storyline is pretty simple. An out-of-control train, no one to stop it, except Denzel Washington. So what other movies come to mind when thinking about stories set on trains? Well, in 1903 and 1979 there was The Great Train Robbery, the 1927 Buster Keaton classic The General, 1985's Runaway Train starring Jon Voight and Eric Roberts, 1965's Von Ryan Express, The Darjeeling Limited, Murder on the Orient Express, Silver Streak, and of course, the Steven Seagal classic, There have also been a ton of movies with memorable train sequences. It's a setting that's been used many, many times before on the big screen. So the question here is, will Unstoppable be something new, different, and better than what we've seen in the past? And more importantly for 20th Century Fox, will it make us, the audience, want to go to the theater to check it out? What made the studio take such a big financial risk on a movie that's not all that interesting as a concept? The answer is in the packaging. It's an average idea with a pretty decent script, but it's Denzel Washington the actor and Tony Scott the director coming together that make this a green-lightable movie. This is actually the 5th time they'll be working together. Here's the breakdown of their collaborations over the years, the budgets as well as the profits. Not all that impressive. And what's the budget on this one? $100 million? Ouch. I don't know about that, 20th Century Fox. And what's up with Denzel and Tony wanting to make another train movie together? What was that phone conversation like?
Hey Denzel, it's Tony.
What's up, brother of Ridley Scott?
Feel like making another easy $20 million?
Only if it's set on a train again.
Of course it is. What do you think, I'm gonna make a movie on non-moving railroadless ground after the fun we had on Pelham 123?
You know what, for this one, I'm gonna shave my head. I think it'll get me an Oscar nomination. Unstoppable is written by Mark Bomback. He was responsible for 2007's Live Free or Die Hard. I'm pretty sure it was straight to DVD, but IMDb is telling me that it was in theaters for like a week, thriller Deception starring Ewan McGregor and Hugh Jackman, and 2009's Race to Witch Mountain, released by Disney, starring Dwayne, the not anymore Rock, Johnson. That's actually not too bad. I mean, Live Free or Die Hard was pretty decent, and those other movies, they do the job that they're supposed to. As a co-star, the studio is hoping that Chris Pine, aka Captain Kirk, will bring in some of the younger female demographic. Rosario Dawson also makes an appearance here. She's basically playing the same role that Denzel had in The Taking of Pelham 123. She'll be sitting in the room the whole time, watching the action on the monitor. And here's our random fact of the day. The credits for this film have Mimi Rogers as a producer. How did that happen? Time to activate the power of the green monocle, go inside of the preview, and search for the movie truth. So the preview begins with a low-angle menacing shot of the evil train. Very similar to Spielberg's first film, Duel, where you had the big semi-truck and just the main character's very small car, showing the dynamic there. So here we see how the people pale in comparison to this overwhelming force. You get this sense of Jaws as a train. Then it begins actually with Chris Pine. Is this his story? Are we going to be following him through it? Here we have the veterans giving the new guy a hard time on the job.
Is there a problem?
I just don't like working at a damn daycare center.
I don't like working at a retirement home, so.
All right.
And he fights right back, and Denzel kind of likes that. So we have this brashness of youth mixed with the wisdom of experience. Seems like this is being set up for The Odd Couple on a train. Hold on, hold on. We don't need this. This is not a real warning sign. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. There we go. Even though it's something to watch out for, either this relationship is going to be very annoying or completely endearing. And as we start to see some footage from the movie, we get the impression that Tony Scott is actually taking his Ritalin again. It looks like he's grown out of and gotten past the whole domino, man on fire, tripping on ecstasy editing style. Is there nothing more respectable in Tony Scott's resume than Man on Fire? What else has he done? Top Gun, Days of Thunder, even though both of those movies were made well before any of the audience members that might be interested in seeing this movie were even born. Well, Man on Fire was 2004, so what do we have since then? Domino, Deja Vu, and The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. From the director of Man on Fire, we have to see moments with their family, so we get attached to them and actually care when they're in danger. So here we have Chris Pine, and we get a peek that he has a wife and a child. Aw, that's sweet. It's gonna make me upset if he gets hurt trying to stoppable, unstoppable. And what's the next shot? Now we get the other character, Denzel, and we have to start caring about him.
Got 2 beautiful daughters.
Inspired by true events. That's totally a warning sign, especially because it doesn't even bother trying to say based on. It just says inspired by, which is like saying, if we didn't give credit to the real life circumstance that we're basing this movie on, we would have got our asses sued. Now we get the ace of spades in terms of movie making when it comes to making the audience care about what's going on in a film. A busload of little kids. If there's any ounce of humanity within you as you're watching this, you're gonna care from this moment on. You're gonna want these characters to stoppable the monster train because it's a busload of kids. Our future is at stake. Whoa, that's a nice jumpy edit there. We have the girl by the tracks and a quick cut to the monster train crashing into something. Obviously she wasn't there and she didn't get hit, but it is pretty jarring and it makes you pay attention. It gets the heart racing, so nice job, but a little bit of false advertising right there. It's too bad that this train isn't possessed. It could be like Christine. Would make it a little more interesting than just a standard, the train is out of control movie. As if a busload of the children are our future wasn't enough to worry about, we learn that it's going through small town America carrying toxic chemicals as part of its freight.
8 freight cars of hazardous chemicals. We're not just talking about a train, we're talking about a missile the size of the Chrysler building.
And who besides Denzel can save the day? The train company with millions of dollars at its disposal?
I'm not risking this company just because some engineer wants to play hero.
And now that it's threatening innocent civilians of the United States, maybe the government could jump in. The CIA, Navy SEALs, Black Ops, Area 51 technology? We're not gonna have any of that reality intruding on our movie. It's gonna be this guy who's probably on the verge of retirement and that guy who's here on his first day. Okay, just stop it right there. This is getting ridiculous. There's a horse on the tracks. You've done your job. We care about what happens. Stop putting innocent people and animals in the way of Monster Train. How much garbage are we leaving as a country on the railroad tracks? Here we go. This November, all hope rides with the locomotive operators because police don't know how to drive their cars. And this parachute guy has no idea what he's doing. But fear not, because the only thing bigger and stronger than the train of darkness is Training Days, Balls of Steel.
The only way to stop that kind of power, grab it by the tail, gun in the opposite direction. Are you in or you out?
You want to kill yourself, you do it alone.
All right, you do what you want.
Machine gunning a train. I guess you gotta try everything, right? The drama of watching monitors. Explosions, derailment. This movie's got it all. Which I guess we've just watched all of it, so let's give a warning sign. And it's kind of revealing the ending. Small town America's gonna be saved. The main characters will survive. The train will be stopped. The families will be okay. Is that compelling enough for us to want to see this in the theater? And Tony Scott's gonna make sure you feel the drama because he has a new filmmaking trick that he's obsessed with now. Zooms!
So long,
Beautiful daughters.
Not just talking.
We're not exactly on track 16.
Wait, I'm not risking.
Tell your sister.
The train is increasing.
In a lot of ways, this is also a return to classic filmmaking. In today's age, everything seems to be CGI. Real stunts, real trains. It might be fun to see that on the big screen, especially with a good sound system. It's basically Armageddon meets Speed. The asteroid is a train instead, and you have ordinary blue-collar workers trying to do what seems to be impossible. Every 10 minutes, expect the train to crash into something, and look for a lot of CB, walkie-talkie, and cell phone conversation drama going on. But will this set a new standard for train movies? Will it be the best one ever made? Probably not. It seems like it's going to be one of the best in terms of effects, but just average when it comes to the drama department. The camaraderie between the two main actors will be just fine, the pacing will be great, it'll move forward, there will be a lot of action, and you'll be popcorn movie entertained for about 2 hours. And that's a sign of our movie times, when we're thankful when a movie is just average. The not-so-little engine that could destroy everything that gets in his way is rated unworthy of big screen viewing. See it as a rental. Because in the end, there's really nothing I gotta see it on the big screen worthy about it. Unless you're a train lover. Mad respect for your passion and your hobby, but when it comes to movies, this really isn't that different from what we've seen before. It's predictable, you know what you're gonna get, but you will want to see this if you're a fan of the director and the actor. Overall, it is a sign of movie hope. It's doing the best with the pieces that it has. Unfortunately, those pieces are from a secondhand store. It'll be better than Under Siege 2, though Under Siege 2 is better in a guilty pleasure sort of way, but not be better than Runaway Train. As mentioned before, the budget is $100 million. It's being released on November 12th. There's really nothing else in its genre coming out before or after it. The competition that it has that opening weekend is the sci-fi movie Skyline and the drama/comedy Morning Glory. But it has to make all of its money that weekend because on the 19th, Harry Potter Part 7, Part 2, Part 3 of 4 comes out, and you know that's going to vacuum up all the box office dollars. Opening weekend, it should take in about 20 million, and before it leaves theaters worldwide, look for it to make about 80. I know that estimate seems kind of low, but the truth is that two dudes trying to stop a train is not a $100 million concept. Maybe it was in 1910, but it definitely isn't in 2010. Until next time, consider yourselves advised. Remember, StoryCorp gives us more of what we pay for. And as always, long live good movies. Tony, hey, what's up? It's Denzel. Yeah, 20 million is in the bank, baby. But I wanted to talk to you because I just read the script and could we maybe change some things? I'm not really feeling the story.